foreign. Once a guy approached a Buddhist monk and asked, "Sir, please help me. I'm really upset with my life and don't know what to do." The man began sobbing, and his mother comforted him by asking, "My friend, tell me in detail what's wrong." The man started telling a depressing story, saying, "Sir, I live in the nearby village. Once I was the richest man in my village. I would lend money to anyone who came to me for money. However, when it came time to return the money, people would start making excuses and did not return my money. I got married a few years ago, and I never kept anything from my wife. I told her everything about my past and everything about my present, but she still did not respect me. She and I got into a heated argument one day, and when I asked my neighbors to arbitrate between my wife and me, she got even angrier and fled the home. I often felt that people respected me in public but teased me behind my back. People in my village make fun of me because of my compulsions, and now that my wife has left me and my business is struggling, I'm at a loss for what to do. Your grief and powerlessness." The monk gave the man some thought before saying, "My friend, the reason behind your pleth is that you are very innocent, and you tell others even those things which you should never tell anyone. Therefore, today, I will tell you about 7 things which you should never reveal to anyone." The man began paying close attention to the Buddhist monk, who then began to explain that the first thing you should never tell anyone is about your sorrow and helplessness. It has been observed that whenever we experience grief, we begin to share it with others in the hopes that it will lessen our grief. However, in practice, most people will not help you, but will instead make fun of you behind your back. If someone helps you, he will expect even more help from you, and if you are unable to assist him in return, he will become irate with you. If you unintentionally share your problem with any of your enemies, they will take advantage of your helplessness because they will know that you are weak and defenseless right now, and that is the perfect opportunity to exact revenge. As a result, they will never hear about your grief and helplessness. Additionally, when donating money to individuals, attempt to read their minds, because if you can, you will learn about their goals and be able to avoid a lot of unintended situations, the monk said. Second, your previous mistakes and future plans are something you should never discuss with other people. No matter what mistakes you have made in the past, you should never tell anyone about them. Rectify your past mistakes by sharing it with others. Rather, you will become a reason for ridicule in the eyes of people after knowing your past mistakes. People will start making fun of you behind your back. They will start seeing you doubtfully, and their trust in you will also decrease, even though you have improved in your life. But still, people will see you by associating with your past mistakes, and you will not be seen as a trustworthy person. This will spoil your image in society. Also, you should not tell your future plans with others. There are 2 big disadvantages of doing so. First is when you start telling people about your future goals, then people start to praise you. However, from inside, they feel jealous with you, and when you listen to your page, then you start to be content, and then you become content. Then your enthusiasm subsides, and then you will lose the passion to achieve your goal. Second disadvantage is when you share your future plans with people. Then people start feeling jealous with you from inside. They start to wish your failure. They will try to demotivate you, and if could be possible, they will create obstacles in your future plans. Therefore, you should never tell about your future plans with others and keep it secret. You can tell them only after achieving it. Home affairs. The monk then stated that the third thing you should never discuss with anyone is your home affairs. You should not discuss with anyone what is happening in your home, including what is happening between you and your life partner or among your family members. It has been observed that minor arguments occur frequently in every home, but domestic issues should never be discussed. Frequently, following a minor argument or fight, we begin discussing our domestic issues with others and criticizing our family members, but we fail to consider the potential humiliation of the person listening. People will have the opportunity to interfere in our domestic affairs and, if necessary, take advantage of our domestic disputes if we start discussing them in public. In addition, when our family members learn that we have discussed our family matters with others and are critical of them, they will feel extremely hurt, and our relationship with them will worsen. For these reasons, you should never discuss your family matters with others. Weakness. The monk went on to say, "The fourth thing you should never tell anyone is about your weakness and your strength. There are two main reasons for this. First, if your enemy finds out about your strength, they will somehow find a way to counter it, so it won't be your strength anymore. Second, if you share your weakness with others, people will start using it against you and may blackmail you in the future, so you will always be under their control and have to obey them. Even husbands should never disclose their weaknesses to their wives, and wives should not disclose their own weaknesses to one another, because they can sometimes take advantage of each other's weaknesses." Income and savings. The monk went on to say that the fifth item you should never discuss with anyone is your income and savings. There are main two reasons behind not revealing your income to others. First reason is, if you earn handsome income every month and your friends and relatives came to know about your income, then first of all, they will start to feel jealous with you and will start asking you to lend them money. And if you lend them money, then they will be reluctant to return the money to you because they would feel that you earn more than enough and you have enough savings. Therefore, you are not in need of money, and this will spoil your relationships with them. On the other hand, if your income is low and your friends and relatives came to know about your low income, then they will not have due respect for you. They will make fun of your low income behind your back. Also, they will not lend you money when you need it, because they would feel that you don't earn enough income to return their money. This will also spoil your relationships with them, and you will not be able to earn due respect in society. Therefore, it is wise not to tell others about your income and savings." Then the monk said, "Sixth thing which you should never tell anyone is about your humiliation. Humiliation, if you have ever been humiliated in your past for any reason, then you should never tell about it to anyone, not even your life partner. Because at that time, your life partner might speak in your favor, but later they will keep on taunting you about that insult again and again. Similarly, if other people came to know about your insult in the past, then they can any time humiliate you by talking about your insult in front of other people. Therefore, you should never tell anyone about your humiliation. If you ever had, then the monk said, fans and enemies. Seventh and last thing which you should never tell anyone is about your fans and enemies. However, most of the people are least concerned about who are your friends and who are your enemies. But still, this is a sensitive information which should not be shared with anyone, because those people who wish bad for you can take advantage of this information. If your enemies came to know about who are your friends, then they can make good relations with your friends and instigate them against you. Similarly, if your friends know who are your enemies, and if in future you had fight with your friends, then they can join hands with your enemies and harm you. Therefore, you should never tell anyone who are your friends and who are your enemies." Having said that, the Buddhist monk fell silent and said, "My friend, if you take care of these 7 things and never reveal them to anyone, then surely you will be able to live a happy and respected life in society." The man was crying with regret because he realized how much he had messed up by disclosing all of his secrets to others, and as a result, everyone looked down on him. He made the decision that he would never do it again, and that he would never tell these 7 things to anyone. He then bowed onto the mark and departed. You too can lead a safe, contented and well-respected life if you can also cease sharing these 7 things with other people. Overseas.